What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the SH Figuarts Avengers, the Hulk Avengers Assembled version. And so here we have the Incredible Hulk posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. The Hulk here does come with 3 different head sculpts. We do get the expression where he's gritting his teeth, which looks really nice. We do get an angry, yelling expression, which also looks really good. And then we get a smirking expression, which is my least favorite out of the bunch. So yeah, there is that. He also comes with 3 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of fists. We get a pair of clenching hands. And then we get a pair of hands with articulated fingers, which is probably my least favorite out of the set. So overall, this Hulk, there really doesn't come with much. But Hulk figures, you really don't need them to come with a lot. So it is okay with that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at the Incredible Hulk. And so here we have a closer look at the SH Figuarts Avengers Assembled Hulk, and I really do like the way this Hulk came out. There's a lot of things to like about this figure, and a few things that we got to talk about. So for starters, really do like this head sculpt. I think out of the 3, my favorite is the yelling head, and then this is the second. Of course, the smirking one is my least favorite. But overall, they did a really good job with the head. It does look like the Hulk from Avengers, which, I'm not going to lie, this is probably the best rendition of the Hulk we've gotten from SH Figuarts. I know we did get the one from Age of Ultron, which was garbage. We got the Endgame one, which was really good. And then we have this one, which looks really nice. Did I say Endgame? I meant Infinity War. But yeah, I really do like the way this Hulk came out. I really do like the face. It came out very good. And something I do like is that the eyes and the teeth right here are separate pieces, so they didn't have to be painted. They are little spots that they just glued in place. So it does bring out a lot of nice detail in that. Really do like the shaggy hair. That's one of the things I think I'm most familiar with the Hulk is shaggy hair. I don't know how I feel about a Hulk with short hair. Now, on mine you can see he does have a slight paint scuff right there, which I'm pretty sure I can just rub that off, which I'll probably do that in a little bit. But really do like the hair. Like I said, I prefer Hulk with scruffy hair more than trimmed hair. So this works for me, in all honesty. So having a look at the body, although he is very similar to the Infinity War Hulk, it's not the same figure. There are some differences in the sculpt. This Hulk does have the chest hair sculpted on, where the original one just had the smooth chest. And then his pecs, I believe they're similar, but they're not the exact same. Yeah, this Hulk has some more definition in his body. This one looks a little more accurate to the source material. Just so you can see, the Infinity War Hulk does have definition going for him. This one has detail going for him, which I think is more accurate. I do understand what they were doing with the Infinity War Hulk, but this one still looks really nice. And I really love the shading that they did on him. It's a little more subtle than the Infinity War Hulk, but this actually works really nicely. I do like the detail. And his skin is nicely textured all throughout the figure, so I really do like the detail that went into this one figure. Really do like the veins throughout his arms. You can see right here we have some veins. They did a very good job just sculpting and detailing this figure. It's one of my favorite Hulk figures, to be quite honest. So looking at the pants, at first I thought they reused this crotch piece for both Hulks, but no, this is actually a new crotch piece, which I'm really glad that they didn't reuse parts for the Hulk. I know it looks like that it is using reused parts, but no, this Hulk is completely new sculpt, so that is really nice. I think maybe the hands could be reused. I don't know, I'll have to double check those, but for the most part, this Hulk is a uniquely made figure. You can see he does have some tears right here on his pants, where the other one had scratches and tears going horizontally. This one has more vertical, especially here on the seams. And they did a good job painting the pants and making it match for colors, to be quite honest. Then we go on to his calves, which are just as muscular and just as vascular. Really loving the detailing here. Bandai did a fantastic job with this Hulk, and I don't know what it is about their Hulk figures that I really do like. I think it's the fact that they're bulky but posable at the same time, so really do like that. And then we get his really big massive feet with some detailing on the feet. Now we don't get the the line work on his feet, unfortunately, but we do have some texturing. It would have been nice if they did go in and give us some line work. I actually want to see if they did that with the original Hulk. No, and maybe the feet, no, the feet aren't reused. The new one has bigger feet. So that's interesting to note that the new one might only share hands. Again, I'll have to double check the hands, see if they're the same color, see if they're the same texture. But overall, really, really liking this Hulk. They did an excellent job on it. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the Hulk compared to other figures you may have in your collection. So here we have the Incredible Hulk posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. And so here we have the Incredible Hulk posed next to a WWE Elite scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Incredible Hulk posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And so finally here we do have the Avengers Assemble Hulk posed next to the SH Figuarts Infinity War Hulk. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to the Hulk's articulation. Now he does have a double ball joint here in the neck, which it's kind of stiff going back and forth, which is a little bit frustrating because it's such a small joint. But you can get him to look up, you can get him to look down slightly, and he does tilt his head side to side and of course rotates left and right. He does have a secondary ball joint down here in the neck, which combining those two joints lets him look up about that far, bury his head into his chin really nicely. You do want the Hulk looking down on characters because, let's face it, he's bigger than most characters. So moving on to his shoulders, we do have a butterfly joint which comes out only to about that far. I would have liked it if it popped out just a little bit more, so that is a little bit unfortunate. We do have a ball socket in the shoulder, so his arm can pivot down, can pivot forward, pivot back, and forward, so that works really nicely. It does go all the way around nicely, no problem, out to the side, and can go up to about that high, which works really nice. We do have a bicep swivel on this Hulk, where on the Infinity War one rotated here at the shoulder, this one rotates at the bicep, so I really do like that improvement. He does have a double bend at the elbow, giving us a little bit better than 90 degrees, and for a big figure, I'll take that over that, to be quite honest. We do have a double ball joint here at the wrist, so his arm or his hand does move forward and back, does move up and down, and then we do rotate on that joint. I do have him with the articulated hand right here, so we do have a ball joint in the thumb, which that does rotate as well. He can close his fingers, which go really nicely, and then his index finger can move independently of the other finger, so you can actually get Hulk in some pointing poses. I don't know why, but you can get him to do that. I believe we have a double ball joint here at the chest, and it does move back about that far. Does crunch forward to about that far, so really good movement there. Not a lot of side pivot and not too much rotation, but then we also do get another ball hinge right here in the abdomen, and that does crunch forward to about there. Uniting both joints, you can see he gets a really deep crunch, although it does get pretty gappy in the back, so just be aware of that. And then moving him back, forward momentum is better than back, but that's what we want to see. We do have some waist pivot and rotation, works fine. Legs do kick forward all the way horizontally, go back, out to the side, no problem. We do have thigh rotation, double bend here at the knee, although you can see it gets a little gappy right here at the knee, so that is a little bit unfortunate. And then we do have a hinge at the ankle, which does let him move up and down. It does rotate on that joint. We do have forward facing pin for rocker ankle, so that's really nice. And then of course we do have a toe hinge, which works surprisingly well. I do like that. So overall, that's the Hulk's articulation for you. So what we're going to do now is get the Hulk posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so finally, here we do have the SH Figuarts Avengers Assemble Hulk posed for my final thoughts. And overall, this Hulk is a great improvement to the Infinity War Hulk. Despite the fact he does have a few issues that I can look past, I still think this is a much better figure than that. Mainly for the fact that this one does have better arm mobility, especially with the bicep swivel. The fact they decided to separate the bicep from the shoulder was a huge improvement on this figure. The one thing I'm not really a fan of on this figure is the articulated hands. If you're going to make articulated hands, I would prefer giving us more selection of hands, because as it stands, I really don't like opposable joints in the digits because it doesn't seem to work right on any figure. Plus, it can't really make a fist, and he already has open hands, so I really don't understand why you would need a Hulk with grabbing hands. It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, if you're a fan of the articulated fingers, by all means go ahead and display your figure with it. To me, it just seems like it's one of those, it's nice, but I would have preferred more hand options, to be quite honest. But other than that, this is still a really solid figure, and I am really glad I did pick up this version of the Hulk. Originally, I did want to pick up all 4 members of the Avengers team, but I decided against it because I really don't have too much of an MCU display, and what I do have, it's mainly Hasbro. But I do need a Hulk in my collection, and the Infinity War Hulk, though a really nice figure, just had something missing to it. This Hulk, I think, captures the look I had in my head for an MCU Hulk. So overall, I really do recommend this Hulk if you're a fan of the Avengers, the fan of the Incredible Hulk, or just want a really awesome Hulk in your collection. Now, this Hulk will run you about $70 to $80 depending on where you pick him up, and if you get him imported, that's another $20 just on shipping. So do be aware of how you get him shipped. Depends on how much you're gonna pay. You are looking at an upwards of maybe $100 if you get this guy shipped imported, but overall, really am happy with this figure. So with that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel and SH Figuarts videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.